What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a sad stream. But I wanted to feel normal today and just kind of do a little bit of my routine. Called off from work and everything. So if this is your first time subscribing or joining, don't worry. These streams get a lot more fun. Don't normally start so sad, but I started incorporating Copper into the YouTube channel. It started off originally back when I would record videos. He would start barking and I would always yell, "Shut up, Copper," and I would pause the video or I would have to re-record my segment I was in. After a while, I got a little bit lazy and I just started saying, "Shut up, Copper," on camera. You guys laughed and thought it was funny, and we designed a t-shirt based off of it. And so then we also wanted to start showing footage of Copper, just because, it's part of the family and dogs are cute and, why not? So he's, we had him for 8 years. We're just going to get over this real quick right now. And I appreciate all the condolences. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate everyone in the Discord talking to me yesterday. But Copper was 8 years old. He started showing heavy breathing at the start of November, and we brought him to the vet, and they thought it was bronchitis. It got worse, and over the weekend, he wasn't eating, and he lost a bunch of weight, and my wife and I set an appointment to have him be seen on Wednesday, but he got so bad over the weekend with his breathing and just his flaring and not eating, so we took him to a pet ER yesterday. We stopped at one pet ER halfway to where we actually went, and they were going to see him, but they had to do an emergency surgery on another dog, so they referred us up the road, which they took us immediately because he was in respiratory distress. 8 hours later, he's a very spirited dog. He was a very spirited dog, and they had to sedate him to be able to do some tests, and the doctor was very confident. He said the sedation was perfect. He was coming out of it well. They were able to run tests on it, and it found out that he was kind of an anomaly. So he had a heart issue that was only seen in cats. This vet has never seen it in dogs. And so we were going to take him to a cardiologist today. He said he cleared him to come home. He wasn't showing any signs of wanting to pass away or to move on. He had a lot of fight and life in him. And so they had to give him a mild sedative just to take the VIs out, or the IVs out of his veins. So they cleared him to go home. We were going to set our appointment to see a cardiologist today. He had a good heart, a regular normal sized heart, but he had a muscle in the heart that was larger than normal, and it was causing him to not be able to pump as much blood through his body as he should have, which then started causing a buildup of fluids in his lungs, because he wasn't able to move fluids as much. But the vet didn't want to give us a diuretic or anything until he saw a cardiologist, just because it might exacerbate another problem. So halfway home, we left the vet. Copper was fine. He was resting my wife's arm. He was breathing, sitting next to me in the truck, and he let out a fart, which my wife and I laughed about. And then his breathing slowed down. He started having hiccups, and then he was gone. We were 5 minutes away from the first ER that we had stopped at, so I just started gunning it and flooring it. And I was like, if we can get there within the next 3 minutes and traffic isn't going to get in my way, maybe we can get him resuscitated and go from there. But it took me about 8 minutes to get to the vet and to finally get someone to come out and see him. And at that point, we decided that we're not going to try CPR on him because, after a certain amount of oxygen is cut off from the brain, you're going to start losing functions. So that's it. Copper passed away last night peacefully in my truck with me and my wife. We left the vet happy with him. He said goodbye to us, and here we are. Woke up this morning. The girls, of course, I have twin 2.5-year-olds, are walking around the house asking, "Where's Copper? Where's Copper?" We said he's in heaven with great grandpa, because those two were best friends, and that was it. So enough with the sad. Thank you very much for listening to me and all the condolences. Thank you for being here. We are going to have a beer. It's called These Nuts. It came in my beer drop. This is a peanut butter and hazelnut ale, so I wanted to try this on stream today. Very excited just to at least have some semblance and some normality to the show. Of course, we ordered our Shut Up Copper t-shirt on Saturday night, hoping that it would come in. If you guys want to contribute or help or anything like that, there's a Shut Up Copper t-shirt available. Probably going to be removing them soon. Just because, it's going to hurt a little bit. So with that said, let's just start jumping into the regular Monday stream. I really do appreciate the condolences. And Copper was our first addition to our family right after my wife and I got married. And, yeah, Hey, haven't been around as much, but have you given up? I have not given up on Algo, Edward. I still have all my holdings. I have to check on the voting. Yeah, so we'll do that. So this is for copper. I'd like to say he would like that, but dogs can't drink beer. I have not given up on Algo. I will do another video on it. I know we got some voting to go on, but we will. So let's just start having some fun. You guys know the drill. We'll look up miners. We're going to talk about some opportunities and your placements and everything. And just like the regular Monday stream, we'll go as much as we can. Yeah. And you know the drill. Super chats are always appreciated. So, all right. If we're going to start off with, and if I break down, I have a towel, so don't worry. Yeah, there's not going to be any more shut up coppers, unfortunately. Maybe I'll just switch it to yelling at my kids or something. Yo, Nerdy, sorry about your loss, bro. He will be missed. Thank you very, very much. And if you guys, of course, you do, follow me on the channel. The next video I do, I'm not going to have a funny intro, obviously. I'm probably going to do a nice little tribute to copper. No, I am not in Strong Block or Wonderland. I thought about getting into Strong Block, but are you taking recommendations for our own miners? Yeah, so if you guys plug your miners into the chat, we'll look them up on screen. We'll kind of take a look at your setup. I'll ask a couple of questions. It usually gets a little heavy with a lot of people going through. So if you want me to skip the line, super chats are always appreciated. Send a super chat with your miner in there, and we will look yours up immediately and dedicate a couple of a little bit of time to suggestions and recommendations based on your area. So the first one we have here is Keen Concrete Guppy. We're looking at a 2.5, a 0 meter on a Bobcat. First off, I don't think your settings are correct. I have gone from 1.2 HNT per day down to 0.005 per day since all the latest updates. If you don't mind me asking, could you check up on flat merit? It's not doing as much as I hope it ever. Just started mining. Does it matter if you have the movement of the hex with the one you're really in? Yeah, so that's a quick, easy question. You do need to make sure that you're in the hex that you are. You have to make sure it's asserted in the right place. Otherwise, when POVC 11 finally comes back, then you will be penalized for it, and you're going to see your earnings go down. I think Voscoin did a video yesterday or 2 days ago talking about where he tried to sneak his outside of a hex, and it wasn't getting the rewards like everyone else, so you're going to have to move it back. Keen Concrete Guppy, in this area, you probably might want to make sure you get yourself elevated with a 5.8 helium miner, or a 5.8 dBi antenna, and also make sure that you do get those good coax LMR 400s. But right now your big issue is going to be elevation and your dBi size, and you'll get something much better. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it. So that's what we got there. Let's take a look. We got a long one up here that I wanted to see, if you don't mind. Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and keep taking a look at everything. Boom. Flat Mercurial Spider. We're going to Belgium. 6 dBi, 5 meters in the air. Let's take a look. Your stats, you're hitting everything great. I mean, you're in the best possible spot you can be. You're in with, okay, so looking at your numbers here, we talk about this a lot on the channel. As long as you're between 2.5 and 3.5 helium every 7 days and above 10 in 30 days, I consider that successful. So I wouldn't change a thing. You're getting solid numbers with this kind of return. So I wouldn't change a thing at all. All settings are correct and never sent. All right, let's see. Let's pull out another one here. And as you guys can see, we are getting a couple of flooded in. So I will try to pull yours up as we go. Unfortunately, we can't get everyone as they're streaming through the chat. But remember, we definitely will stop everything that we're doing and look at super chats. So, all right. So this one, I could tell your issue right away is just going to be your area. So you are in a saturated area. Your activity is outstanding. 382 beacons, 200 witnesses in the past 5 days. This is really just your area. So if you're not in a position to where you can move, that's going to be unfortunate. But your transmit scale is super low because they already have monstrous coverage in this area. You can take a look inside Hotspotty, which if you go onto the Explorer and you hit improve, sorry, I'm probably going to be hawing and uhing a lot just because my mind is like all over the place. So, but you're also going in your 30 days, so that's not too bad. You'll be able to get some recovery, but it really just check Hotspotty and see if you can locate your miner elsewhere. Just your area is too saturated. So let's see. Mine took a poop last 5 days. You caught my attention with taking a poop. So let's get going. Hey, I haven't started mining yet. Could you look at my hex to see if it's worth it to start now with so many other hotspots so close to me? RIP to copper. My ID is this. I'll copy and paste that because I do want to take a look at that. All right, so we're looking at here. Beautiful gingerbread dove. What can I do better? Rough shamrock swan. So you're rocking an 8 dBi, 8 meters in the air. Oh, we got a $2 super chat. Let's go ahead and take a look. And this is how it goes. We get the super chat and we jump right to it. It's like an express pass. That's just kind of your area in that one. All right, so we're taking a look at Obedient Snowflake. Check out my miner. Any tips? So you got a 5.87 meters up in the air. You could probably try an 8.0, especially since it won't be affected by POVC 11. Your height's pretty good as long as you've got a solid cable and solid placement. You're also not done with your full month of mining, and you're already at that mark of 3.5. You're between 2.5 and 3.5 in a 7-day spread. So I think with your setup in your area, you're as successful as you're probably going to be. And you are more than welcome to try to pop out an 8 dBi to get down in this area. Oh, $5 super chat from Norman. Wobbly Plum Bison is up next. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, so I wouldn't change a thing really, but you can try an 8.0 to see if you can get closer to down here, like some of these down here as well. Maybe even a little more height might benefit you. So if you can maybe put yours up 10 meters, you could probably get some here as well. So rack miners down, I'm not sure. You guys know I've got the 2 Bobcats. So, all right, your area. So with your 7-day spread, thanks, man. May try it. Yeah, you might want to try that. Oh, we're not drinking that right now. We're drinking this. So your area, I don't know if we've seen this before. In the past 24 hours, I'm not upset with how much you're getting in the past 24 hours, and you've got your 8 dBi, 5 or 15 meters up in the air. So that one's pretty solid. Oh, we got to look at, I see it right here. Thank you very much for the €1 super chat. What is that, like $4 right now? Absolutely. We'll take a look at you next. Oh, and another $2. So, all right, cool. Just moved to the attic, Bruce DB. Yeah, your area, unfortunately, Norman, if you have an opportunity to add more around you, I would take a look at that. You could definitely take over the area, but see what maybe you might not be perfectly level. Racks aren't down, at least for me. Mine's doing well. Yeah, you might not be perfectly level to not hitting down here unless there's any elevation rate here that's going to be hindering you. So really in your area, it's just more of a situation of your location versus your setup. But I like, if those numbers are fully accurate, I like your setup, your height and everything's perfect. Sorry, I can't give you much better results on that one. It just looks like your area is too far spread. But with the network always growing, then you will be pretty solid. All right, next we have Radiant Sangria Gibbon with our €1 super chat from Madam J. Eso. Elder Scrolls Online. Ha. Yep, I got it, buddy. I appreciate it. You're set, and then the next one is going to be Faithful Jade Weasel, just so we don't fall behind. All right, so we're rocking an 8 dBi, 30 meters in the air. You've got your strong setup as well, and you're hitting everything. You're just on the cusp, and it looks like you might have just set that up that way as well. I don't know, but you are just on the cusp of getting to that 2.5. Maybe, I would say get it off, like do your best to get it off a relayed. That's going to be an issue right there. So get the ports open, get a static IP, make sure you do all the port options. So if you go into the get help, not only do we talk about 44158, but you also want to take a look at ports 22 and 443 to be open for an outbound. Because really what's happening is you could be getting some more rewards. It's just with it being relayed, some of the stuff is getting blocked at the gate. So that's something you want to take a consideration to do. So that's going to be it. I guarantee if you get it off a relayed, you're going to have some much, much, much better results, and you're going to have much higher numbers. All right, so Faithful Jade Weasel. Let's take a look here, because this is why does the Helium app suck? Florida Tampa. There we go. The app is a little finicky. You want to make sure you try to get it off of like that stake joy and get it to the Helium API. All right, so this one I'm looking at right now. Hey, I haven't started mining yet. Don't spam it. I saw that earlier. Racks have been having some problems syncing. Can you please take a look? Florida Temple, let's go. All right, so Faithful Jade Weasel, I want to say that you want to get yours up even higher. That's probably an issue that you're having right now with being 4 meters in the air, but you said you just moved it to the attic, right? All right, so if you just moved it to the attic, how long ago was it? If you just did this within the past few days, your numbers have already spiked up pretty well. So we'll see what happens over the course of the next week and see if that attic placement was much better. Not much you can do. Not much you can do about the transmit scale, but everything else looks good there. So thank you very much for the super chat, Bruce DB. Let's see how it goes in your attic a little bit longer. Oh, didn't I look you up already? For our, what is that, 2 pound super chat? Temperature in the office is rising. Just got my update from my Planet Watch. Yeah, we looked at you already, didn't we? We are in a situation to where we... Yeah, you're getting everything. It's just your area. So that's about it. My rack's working fine. Ramon. Oh, have a brew on me. Thank you very much, Tom. And I'm also going to cheers to you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I absolutely will. We'll have one for copper on you, man. I really appreciate it. Finestra is 20% off right now. Wish I would have waited to buy. Flaky eggshell pike. Flaky eggshell pike. Love your channel. Thank you very much, Ramon. I appreciate you. Please look at Zesty Watermelon Chip. Oh, wait, no. I was going to look at this one. I wanted to see if I could find this one real quick. I wanted to take a look at the hex. I know you asked it a few minutes ago. No results found. I don't even know really how to look these up. Can you, Abdullah, can you send me a miner that's in your area? Does anyone use Rockland 8 dBi low profile antenna? I've heard a few things about Rockland. My antennas are the 5.8 racks, which right now it looks like they're 10% off, which is pretty solid. So you get $8 off of the 2-pack. Is South Florida oversaturated? I just joined. Sorry. Crazy Current B just fixed placement. Can you look at it? Sure. I definitely can look at it. But yeah, I've got those, and they also have a few other options on the site there as well. So you might want to check those out. Let's take a look. I have 5.8 dBi installed, and it's in my window on the first floor antenna at 2 meters. So your big issue is going to be putting it in the window there. While it's in the window, yeah, look up one of those, Abdullah. While it's in the window, you're going to, oh God, what are you, what? Replace the hex with his. We can look at, okay. So we are looking at you with your Crazy Current B. If it's in the window, you want to get it out of the window. Oh, Subi Brothers Brewing. Oh, a brewery. What do you guys brew? Where are you? Stable gingerbread, red, and a $2 super chat. So absolutely. What do you brew? You got my interest, sir. If I can get your miner. I have your miner right here. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just have to add the T. Let's go ahead and add the T at the end of this. Paste. There we go. And you're in. Let's go down here. All right. Yep. Cheers to everyone. Oh, wow. You got an area. All right. So if you are rocking the sense cap with a 2.6 dBi at 0 meters, this is obviously a scenario where you want to rock yourself up as high as you possibly can. Make sure you change it over here as well. Cool. Nope, you're fine. You're fine. I got you. I know I promised you to take a look, so I'll take a look here. You want to get yourself elevated. Your transmit scale sucks. So your rewards are essentially cut down in half, and your activities cut down in half. But you want to make sure you get yourself elevated, get yourself an LMR 400, and try the 5.6. I think a 5.6 would be solid. Oh, we've seen this before on stream. We've seen this area. It's like someone was obsessed with WandaVision or Magneto and did their helmet there. That looks like a spoofer. Yeah, we've done this area before. That's very familiar. Very, very, very familiar. So yeah, try to get yourself elevated and update your antenna. So, and if you update the antenna, make sure you're buying the LMR 400 cable to get that going there. And thank you very much for the 25 likes, everyone. Let's keep that going. Ooh, let's take a look at this area. All right, so in this area, yeah, so it is oversaturated. This guy, if you copy his setup, is pretty solid with his numbers, so that's a situation you can look at. He's got a 5 dBi, 55 meters in the air. We'll take a quick look at Hot Spotty to see if there's anywhere outside of the area or if you could find somewhere to go. Have you heard a shipping update? Yes, I have heard a shipping update from MileSite. In the Discord, here's the hex you requested. In the Discord, they did an update on the shipping and at the end of November batch. Thank you for looking mine up. Absolutely, man. Thanks for the super chat. Thank you very, very much for the $5 super chat. The November batch was delayed till I think like the 6th of December. So I think they're targeting between like the 4th and the 6th of December. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I know we don't really like Discord, but I want to see how saturated this area is too. Oh, $5 super chat. We're going to jump on over. I live in an apartment and I just started mining a few months ago. Please check us out here in... Yep, we can do that. Especially for the $5 super chat. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, so your entire area is oversaturated. So even if you move out to an area, there's still 148 too many hotspot miners in around you. So you want to make sure you try to get out of there. That's going to be a problem there. You're still going to get rewards. You're not going to get the maximum rewards, but you're still going to get the rewards. So Bando tracks. Here we go. And then Joe, did you do anything else? No. All right. So while we're pulling this one up, Does changing my elevation in the app make a difference? I took my antenna up from 5 to 10 meters, and I don't know if it got into better rewards. It will when POVC 11 releases, so that's something you want to consider. All right, so you got a 4 dBi, 7 meters in the air. This is a perfect environment for you to probably get a 5.8. The 4 is okay. If you were maybe closer down in here, the 4 would be better for you, but you want to do the 5.8, and I like your height, so try that for your height and see if that improves you. So not too bad to start off. You've already gotten 4 helium in the past 30 days, so buy yourself a 5.8 with that. Ooh, Adrian Hendricks with a $5 super chat. Changed mine back to the stock antenna. It's going crazy. I'm super pumped about the 5.8 right now. Ooh, I like that. Let's take a look. That might mess the POC 11 up. Yeah, so POVC 11 will be screwed up. Ooh, look at you. Let's see what your 7-day. 3.7, beautiful 7-day. Beautiful 7-day number. You are well on track to clear your 10 and 30 days number. And if it's even with the stock antenna, definitely like give it a week with the 5.8. See if you can even stretch out a little bit farther. Maybe that'll increase your activity in the transmit ratio. But definitely, I like your numbers a lot. You have a good spot. You're 1.0. You don't have any transmit loss because of this area. So definitely. But remember, if you're rocking the Bobcat, you want to make sure you get that LMR 400 cable, because you do need a cable, because the 4.0 little stock antenna won't fit the 5.0. So you want to make sure you get that. I want to pull up the helium mining. Uncle Davin, $5 super chat. What we got? Did you post one? Do I have to find one, or are you going to send me one? Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. That's Devin M. Uncle Davin. Uncle Davin. Ooh, a £5 super chat. All right, so we got Uncle Davin first. I have a question about rewards. My witnesses are asked, for example, 0.10 witnesses is now around 0.04, and my 0.05 witness are around 0.14. Went from 30-day being 8+ to now high 3. Large locus thingamablob. Whoa, what's going on? Hess happens. How you doing, buddy? All right, large. Oh, you're in Jacksonville, Florida. Let's go to Jacksonville, Florida, while we also look up our Helium Mart update. Order questions. We're going to pull this website up here. I'm going to post this in the chat in case you guys want to take a look at it. This is the update from Helium Mart about whatchamajiggers. All right, before we keep losing track. All right, so your witnesses have gone down. Man, your area sucks. The saturation sucks too, Uncle Davin. So I have a question about rewards. My witnesses are asked, for example, yeah, so you might just be also in an area where they don't have good placement and good setup to where you're not going to be able to see anything. Because really, when you witness something, that's where the helium rewards are going to be. So this kind of sucks. But 6 meters, try higher. I'd probably say try higher. Make sure you have that good, strong cable and get that higher. Make sure the environment, because I know in Florida, sometimes the environment, this is something I do forget to talk about, the environment does screw with the rewards. If it's overheating the device or anything like that, it will mess with the rewards. So I would probably recommend getting yourself out higher, and that might help you get down here even farther. But as of right now, it's just really your transmit scale, which is dropping. So probably more people are plopping miners in the area, and that's just getting bad. So, all right, up next, and then we have Amir. We've got, what is it? Curly Brown Eel. Hi, I got a good antenna and a cable. It is in the attic, but I have bad rewards. Can you please check? I can. I absolutely can. All right, so your area might need an 8.0, or if your bad rewards are in your 6 meters up and you're in the attic, you have to make sure you have a good cable. So if you have a crappy cable, that's not going to do you any favors. But if you have a good cable, you're going to be okay. And I don't know when you switched it. Maybe try, if you switched it recently and you didn't power cycle it, do a power cycle. So that might help you as well. Oh, Amir, thank you. Cool, I got it. But yeah, your area is a little sparse. So maybe it might be, what's going on, Rico? It might be a little better if you get it externally and higher with an 8.0. Make sure it's level and make sure your cable is good. Hi, I installed it on a tower with a 5.8, installed the Bobcat outdoor. I see some others making 2x, same area with similar witnesses. Let's take a look. So with similar witnesses, and not necessarily the money to be made is getting witnesses. The money to be made is being a witness. So that's something that you got to think about. So you do have a nice chunk of witnesses, and you do have those numbers, and especially with you rocking 4.6 in that 7-day spread. Remember, I always try, my goal in my setups are always to get between 2.5 and 3.5. And you've already very cleared that. And then in a 30-day spread, we're looking at already overseeing 10 helium in 30 days. So really, your setup is pretty solid. If other ones are getting witnesses, they might be a little bit higher, might have better line of sight than you. But you, 8 dBi, 40 meters up. Make sure that your box is well protected in a very sturdy external box. Otherwise, I would just keep riding it. It's just going to be a luck of the draw with how much you're witnessing. But these are pretty solid numbers as well. So I just wanted to show mine off. All right, let's take a look at someone solid real quick. Let's do that. And if you haven't hit that like button yet, please consider hitting the like button so we can get to 50 likes for the stream. Sorry I don't have so much energy, guys. As you know, everyone that's been here since the start knows that my beloved Beagle has passed away yesterday. So I want to do a stream. I want to try to stay distracted. Oh, God, just showing off. So you're rocking a 5.8, 10 meters in the air. This is why I say the height is perfect, everyone. So he's only got 25 witnesses. This is a great example of getting witnesses doesn't matter unless you are a witness. Creamy corduroy cat. Tinkering is paid off. Need to get the miner and my in-laws fixed up. Cheesy duh. So we'll take a look at your first one, and we'll see what your past 30 days are and see when you tinkered. And then we'll take a look at your in-laws one. So thank you very much, Steven Andrews, for the $5 super chat. Really appreciate it. Oh, God. Look at that. Oof. 19.15. Man, you're one miner, and you're right on the outskirts. That is a beautiful setup. Yeah, you need to make sure that your in-laws setup is exactly the same as this, because this is a beautiful setup. You are 5.8, 10 meters in the air. 10 meters is like the magic number. I might even consider bumping mine up to 10 meters because they're both at 8, but 10 meters might be the magic number, and that's what I've seen with the most success. But that's a really nice setup. But nice to see that you have the 20. You're almost double the thank you very much, Alex403. I'm not going to fully go back into the story like I did at the early. Oh, yeah, your in-law sucks. No matter how good you're set up at your in-law. I mean, you'll get some good stuff, but your transmit scale is brutal. I'd almost see if you can put one 350 meters away from you. But, yeah, your transmit scale is going to be brutal there. We talked about copper. Geesh, what was tinkered? Probably the antenna. So you've got a 2.3, 110 meters in the air. Yeah, you definitely want a little bit, maybe a 4.0 or 5.0 right there. So you definitely want to check that out. 2 more likes. We got 50, guys. Let's see. See what the Discord's saying. Nothing. Just my buddy. I'm sorry about copper. I love you. And if you need anything, let me know. Thanks, boo. Love you, too. Oh, $2 super chat. Sorry about the loss. I appreciate that very much. If you guys like copper, you can show your love, too, by getting a Shut Up Copper t-shirt. I'll have mine. It shipped today, so I'm very, very happy. I will have that. But I'll probably be taking them down soon. I'm going to buy a couple, so when I do my California meetup event, I'm going to bring them out and do giveaways with them as well, because I want copper to live on. And I'm so fortunate that I started doing footage and video content of copper. Like, I know my daughters aren't going to be old enough to remember him, in the long term. But at least he'll be there with the fun footage that we have of him. And, of course, I've got my phone loaded, but if anything ever happened to my phone, at least I've got copper saved on a blockchain as well. The Library and Odyssey blockchain, of course, he's up over there, and then on YouTube as well. All right, so we were looking at, and sorry about the lot. Okay, we were looking at 2 meter. Yeah, you need to get yourself elevated. You're really in a crappy area, so I would probably just keep the 4 dBi, but get that as high as you can. 2 meters isn't going to do you any favors. Maybe we can start touching people around you. Thank you, Angel Nunez. Copper will always be in our hearts. I appreciate that. I'm so happy that I can I have a YouTube family and a YouTube following to where I can vent and, you guys can help me. My in-laws are paranoid about hackers stealing their credit cards if I open 44158. Well, don't tell them. Just say, hey, I got to use your minting copper NFTs would be cool. I was thinking of minting the Shut Up Copper, design. As the channel grows, I was thinking about minting this as an NFT just so I can have it, because I'm not huge on NFTs. There was someone that reached out to me on Discord that has been doing NFTs for miner names. So he sent me a really cool, I have to pull up Discord again. He sent me brief taupe fox he was working on, and I was at the vet ER yesterday when he sent it to me. So I do have to set up a Phantom wallet so he can actually transmit the ownership to me. Where is it? But it's really cool. I like if you go to the site and everything. He does these NFTs for Helium miners, and this is my brief taupe fox. So really, really excited about that one. Oh, we got a big one. I'll link the site here in a minute. All right, so we've got a 50 HRK. I'm not sure what that is, but we have a fit. Can you tell me some suggestions? Oh, Helium Mart. Can you tell me some suggestions and what can I earn near this miner? Quick seeder to peer, where it says map. I am waiting for Bobcat and planning to try 6 dBi and 4 dBi. Cheers. Well, cheers to you, and thank you very much for the super chat. So let's take a look. Thanks, appreciate it, my man. It will get up higher in a few days. Bruce doesn't have to be perfectly level. It's not a directional. You do want them perfectly level if they're 8.0 or higher. Otherwise, you're going to be shooting your signal down and shooting your signal up, and that's not going to be beneficial for you. All right, so you've got the 1. Yeah, you're going to be probably good. Make sure you get it up as high as you can, the 6.0. This isn't an area for a 1.2 or a stock antenna. This is an area for elevation, and this is an area for one of those bigger, beefier omnidirectionals. Really, yeah, so the 6.0, you might be able to see that's $10 in Canada. Is that like probably close to about 10 in US as well? Yeah, you're going to definitely want your 6.0, and you want it up as high as you possibly can there. So that's something to definitely consider. So thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Let's pull another one. Wow, that creamy indigo is pumping. Okay, thanks. Appreciate it, my man. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe you want to check Europe. I have set up antenna higher from Thursday. Rewards increase rack antenna 5.8 and 17 meters high above or 5-story building. Fresh, bronze, peacock. Any such suggestions or comments? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at fresh bronze peacock. That'd be a cool NFT. What's too many hotspots? Saw someone with 171 hotspots yesterday. Honestly, if you've got places to deploy them, $7.48 in USD. Thank you very much, Mark J, for the conversion. Honestly, if you have hotspots and you have locations to put them, I don't think there's anything wrong with having too many hotspots, because then you could just make tons of money. Powerful walnut lark, please, any suggestions? Solid donuts. I like how YouTube works. Beautiful gingerbread dove. What can I do to increase my reward, please? Might start doing lives. Haha, neat AF. Yeah, I like the lives. I'm really excited. Like when I hit 25,000, I'm gonna do a live meetup in California, and might, if I get my, because well, let's be honest, I bought a gaming PC because the RTX 3080s were actually cheaper to buy a pre-built PC with one of those in there than the actual card itself. But unfortunately, the motherboard's fried, so I have to send this bad boy back. And of course, that I got it in on Saturday, and then that was bad news. And then, my dog passes away yesterday. By the way, sorry for your loss. I liked Copper. Well, thank you very much. And Copper liked being on camera. Copper was fun. Wish YouTube only took 15% though. 30 is trash. Oh, for the super chats and the tips and stuff. Yeah. What's too many hotspots? There's not too many hotspots. So if you have too many, usually do on Twitch. That is real cool. Yeah, I was going to start streaming Twitch a little bit more often as soon as my gaming PC is up and running. As soon as, if I get it replaced or anything like that. Or I should just rip out the graphics card and just build. So, yep. Just installed a 5.8. So if you installed a 5.8, you want to make sure that you install a good LMR 400 or LMR 600 cable. Eliminate as many connection pieces as you possibly can. And if you just installed a 5.8, you need to make sure you update that height in the app, and you want to get that updated as possible and get it up as high as possible. This area, you'll see success if you have height. When you have a moment, please check Able Syrup Dolphin. That sounds gross. I am on the 23rd floor. Did I get it? I don't think I got it. I don't think I got it. I get 10 witnesses, only earning 0.5. Remember, it's not about the witnesses, the number of witnesses you're getting. It's about the witnessing you're doing. So that's the big thing you want to make sure you keep track of. 2.3. If you're on the 23rd floor, bump yourself up to a 4.0 or a 5.0. this is a good scenario to have one of those because in this area, you know, you're up on the 23rd floor, but let's get a little bit more signal out there. RIP, we loved Copper. He is in doggy heaven. Thank you so much. Yeah, he's with Great Grandpa now. They were best buds when we first got Copper. My wife and I don't know why she couldn't let him stay home alone because he's a hound dog. We lived in an apartment and he would just howl because, you know, he's a beagle. And so we'd always drop him off at Grandpa because at the same time when we got Copper, Grandma passed away. And so we figured that, you know, Grandpa needed a friend, and the two of them were inseparable for like 5 years. So he's up in heaven with Grandpa now. And I swear, when Grandpa passed away, he put his personality into Copper, and Copper just turned into such like a grumpy little curmudgeon, and it was just adorable. All right, so just for you guys tuning in for the first time, I'm going to zoom into mine here just for a second, just to show you the credibility that I have. I know you guys have seen these in the videos. This is going to be my area. Eric P., if you can give me a miner, I saw you post earlier. If you can give me a miner in that area, I'll take a look. HNT earnings has been poo recently in the UK for me. They have been stellar for me. So here we have Brief Taupe Fox. Look at this. Look at this activity. I only have 38 total witnesses, but today alone, I'm making 1.011 helium. So in the past 24 hours, that's 1.011 helium. What cable did you say to run to my antenna? An LMR 400. I'm going to type that here just as well. LMR 400. So you want to run one of those. So you can see this is the miner that I have here at my house. It's got a 25-foot LMR 400 cable running to a 5.8 dBi antenna mounted in my attic 8 meters in the air. We're currently sitting at 1 helium for the last 24 hours, and you can see all the activity we're getting. So much activity. Pretty much every hour we're getting some activity, which is nice. Sorry for your loss. What antenna would you recommend for this area? We'll copy that here. You can see in the past 7 days, I've made 5.66 helium. And then in the past 30 days, we're at 14.39 helium. So that's miner number 1. Now we go down here to miner number 2, and we're kind of seeing some good numbers as well. This one's not necessarily hitting. Oh, $5 super chat. Stop everything. This is from Po Boys Diesel. This is my other miner real quick. It's 0.65 for the day, 5.3 for the week, and 15.86 for the past 30 days. If we go into my account here, 1.65 24 hours, 10.9, so almost 11 for a week, and 30 for the past 30 days. So that's awesome. I'm basically making 1 helium a day between 2 miners, which is very, very happy numbers. All right, Po Boy Diesel, $5 super chat in Kissimmee, Florida. Bobcat been sinking for quite a few days. I'll be buying a 5.8 and an 8 dBi rack on a 36-foot mast and LMR 400 cable. Beautiful. I like the start. This sounds good so far. Yeah, all right, so if you're syncing, another $5 super chat. We're going to copy this one too. So if you're syncing and you got the Bobcat, my friend, what you want to do is find the Bobcat's IP address and plug that in on a browser, and then it's going to pull you up onto that little like IP address window where you can, I would reboot the miner and then I would fast sync it. So that's what you want to do. And remember, have you gone? Yeah. So yeah, as what Andre said, it's the Bobcat fast diagnoser and the diagnoser and the fast sync. What it's going to do is when it asks you for a username and a password, the username is Bobcat, all lowercase, and the password is miner. I do have a video on that, so I can share that as well. But that's what you want to do if you're having issues with syncing. Just reboot the sucker, do a diagnosis on it, and throw it into fast sync mode, and that should get it going pretty quick for you. So thank you very much for the super chat. But other than that, your setup is beautiful. 5.8, 8 dBi rack, and 5.8. You'd probably be good with a 5.8 in that area. The 8 you can try for a week if you already have it, but definitely experiment between the two. 36-inch mast, and make sure you also have a good external box to protect your miner, just because you know how Florida can get. All right, new to this, started 2 weeks ago in a small city, lots of buildings, 10 to 20 stories high. Thanks for checking it out. Any tips helps. All right, if this is your setup, I would also recommend looking at elevation map before putting up an antenna. Not everyone lives in a flatland Florida. That's very true. That is very true. All right, so if you've got your Bobcat 4.0, 30 meters in the air, and the $5 super chat, we're going to do yours next. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Please suggest me an antenna. I live on a hill and the miner has a clear shot for about 40 miles up north at least. All right, cool. That's going to be an easy one. So yeah, so you're already rocking above our goals. Hey, what's going on, Neon Wool? How are you? Remember, on this channel, we talk about the perfect goals are 2.5 to 3.5 for a 7-day spread. And then between, 10 plus for a 30-day spread. You haven't even come close to finishing your 30 days. You're just any little bit half. Good news, unfortunately, no. Copper has passed away yesterday. So this is a tribute to copper. You know, it's a shameless promotion to buy the Shut Up Copper t-shirts because I want him to be loved by everyone and everyone to show their love. And maybe one day I can bump into someone at Disney wearing a Shut Up Copper t-shirt and also, you know, streaming and having a beer. So cheers to copper. Yeah. So, you're talking about good news for Helium Mart. Yeah, I posted that somewhere. Overt games. All right, so I got to follow on this one. So, yeah, you've got the good numbers. So, let's see what your 30-day spread's going to be. So, Adam, yeah, I'm on it. Oh, powerful walnut lark. Did I copy the wrong one? Ah, okay. All right, here we go. All right. 12 meters in the air. This might be a situation. Well, first off, this is definitely going to be a situation with your transmit scale. If you were in a little bit farther area, but you were still getting the same numbers, you would be over that 10 range. But I wouldn't see. I wouldn't see an issue with trying a 5.6 to see with your 12 meters in the air. I like the 5.6 better with being 12 meters in the air because yes, you're getting all of these witnesses, but you're not witnessing people. So let's see what the activity is. Witness to beacon. So you witness 137, 32. You're witnessing some stuff. So you're probably witnessing some good stuff up close. Try a 5.6 up at that high and see if you can get even better witnessing opportunities. But really, your situation here is just your transmit scale. Also, thank you for your content. Very informative. I have learned a lot from your videos. My pleasure, guys. No, I'm absolutely happy to do this. I love doing YouTube. And sorry I couldn't really do anything this weekend. You know, Saturday was like Christmas tree day and issues with my computer, my new gaming computer, and you know I bought a Christmas tree and Christmas decorations for the house, and then Sunday unfortunately we were at the pet ER for about 8 hours. Oh, $5 super chat from Green Days Exotics. Let's see. I am waiting on my Bobcat to get in and trying to be ready for when it gets here. What would you recommend? 1 hex north of Clumsy Marmalade Badger. Let's take a look. Take a look at your area. Oh, you're in Florida. Probably repeat my you probably want to get okay, thank you very much. All right, so if you're 1 hex north of here, you're going to want to get up as high as possible, go as high as you can externally with an 8.0. Unfortunately, your area doesn't have a lot of attractive stuff in the immediate area, so with an 8.0, you're going to have a better shot of hitting Orlando. Definitely going to hit me down here in the Four Corners area and a little bit of over here. So if you can get yourself like one of those like 20-foot like extendapoles or something like that, and then put that 8.0 on top of it with an LMR 400 cable, I wouldn't go anything bigger than a 20. So if you have like a house with a garage right there, I would put the Bobcat miner on a little shelf in the garage with an office fan. I would run that LMR 400 cable up the 20-foot mast, and then I would put your antenna even out that. As of right now, I'm not sure when POVC 11 is coming out. It did try to come out a little bit ago, and they pulled it because it caused some issues with the blockchain. But when they recovered the blockchain, I'm very happy with the numbers that I'm receiving. So whether it comes out today or tomorrow or next month, I don't care at the moment. So that's what I would do. Green Days Exotic. You're relatively close to me, and if you do that setup, then you could definitely be hitting me down here. And you're up in the Claremont area, and I hate to say it because we just lost him yesterday, but my wife and I are going to get another dog. And I was actually looking at a Great Dane farm property breeder up in, because I think I want to get a Great Dane. She wants to get a Yellow Lab, but I want to get a Great Dane. So that's what we're going to try to do. And they're up in the Claremont area. Plus I also like Claremont. I don't care for Claremont Brewing Company. I like Sun Creek Brewing. And I've done a few videos where I've had their Sun Squishy IPA as the beer of the day. So cool. I'm glad you got that there. All right, let's keep looking. And if this is your first time here on the channel, guys, please take a moment to consider hitting that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, all that good stuff. We usually have a lot more fun, but I am also in grieving and just trying to be normal today. RIP Copper, I lost 2 of my dogs this year. My window is facing another apartment building. Do you recommend switching from a 4 dBi? Abundant Cinema Cheetah. Well, copy yours too, just for the nice comments there. I appreciate that very much. All right, 5.8 dBi. Great. I do want a Great Pyrenees. I really do. I really, really, really do. But she was talking to me today. She doesn't really want like a dog that's gonna have like be super shedding and like have super grooming. Like Great Pyrenees are my favorite dogs, hands down. I had one back on my horse farm. I don't have a yard big enough for their activity, so a Great Dane I think would be good because I really just need like 2 walks a day, and my neighborhood is perfect for walking a dog. So I'm gonna fight really hard for a Great Dane. If I lived on property, I would have a Great Pyrenees, hands down, right now. So do you recommend switching from a 4 dBi? This is just your area. I don't know. I think it might be your cable, though. Your cable might be screwing you here. I have a Dane. They're the best. Yeah, let's hear for the Great Danes. I'm going to have to show my wife that. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat, Steven Andrews. I do want a Great Dane just because, I love the idea of having horse-sized poops in my backyard versus like little copper poops. Please help. I'm using a Fenestra on a 6 dBi antenna. I'm getting nothing, no witnesses, just a few cents. I'm about 5 meters up, just ordered an LMR 400. All right, so yeah, we are going to need to see. Give me your miner name, Igor. Give me your miner name so I can take a look. Oh, they do that, yeah. So I mean, like I said, I grew up with a Great Pyrenees, Rocky, and I would love to get another one. Call him Rocky too. Brand new, but hustle hard and super fascinating stuff. It was right above me. Should I install these 2 minted miners here? Thank you for the videos. While I'm waiting for Igor's, I can definitely take a quick look at yours. Definitely take a quick look at yours here. So let's see. Let's see here. Maybe I should start a super chat Great Dane fund. So in this area, yeah, you're gonna want to. What's the question? Is right above me. I should install the next. Yeah, if you have 2 spots in this area, install your minted and get a 5.6. So this is a good area. This is a little. I mean, this is a little similar to like the area when I first started mining, and then you saw how that blew up. So definitely consider that. I have an LMR 400. Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you have the LMR 400. Whether you get the whether you go on usacoax.com and buy the Ultraflex or the regular, I would just say buy the regular because the Ultraflex isn't really worth the extra price for the same amount of protection. But here you want to be high and you want a 5.0. High infrared albatross. Let's take a look. I'm in Hex Strong, Fiery Swift. If you're in the Hex, you want to find a different Hex. Great content. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't bring you guys content this weekend. Also, I am quite on the brink of resigning from my job. I'm just sick of it. I wasn't really a fan of what my boss said to me yesterday when I was telling him that my dog was passing away. He goes, sorry, but can you help me cover your area? I was like, no, I'm calling off for the day. And I'm calling off for tomorrow. Like, I'm at the animal hospital with my dog. Love you, Copper. Overt Garnet Seal. Just plugged up my Deeper Mini and got a needs attention on Helium Explorer. Any pointers? Wait. Okay, cool. So if you're running it through your Deeper Mini, that's why my setup is different. Super flat Florida area, rack antenna. Wow, yeah. Oh, it's offline. So I don't think I have the drawing anymore, but this was one reason why I set up my Deeper Mini the way I did, was because I didn't want it to interfere with my I didn't want it to interfere with my helium mining. So I had the modem to the router, and then I had the router go to the Deeper Mini to another router for Wi-Fi to pump it out. So it's completely off the network. It's completely off the signal that's coming out of my main router. So that's probably what you might want to do. Someone did leave a comment for me the other day in a video, which I was like, why didn't I think of that? Where they said, well, why wouldn't you just have 2 routers coming from the modem? And then I went and looked at the modem, and the modem only has one output slot. So that's why I couldn't do it that way. So unfortunately, I recommend bypassing it whatsoever. Going to Tampa. Let's go check out Tampa because that's going to bring me closer back to mine so I can show it on screen here. Let's go to Tampa. But yeah, what I was saying is, like, I want to resign and then I want to stream on Twitch, which I have a Twitch. I just haven't streamed since I started working, which I should because you guys probably enjoy hanging out and watching me play Call of Duty and Diablo 2. But maybe tonight I'll stream. Maybe tonight I'll get drunk and stream and you guys can all join me. Tall Iris Husky ran out of room, LOL. All right, we're going to get that there. I have 2 golden retrievers. They're so easy to keep up, and the shedding is really easy to keep up because it's long hair and cleans up really easy. Yeah, my wife and I were talking about a golden retriever. We found a cute one, but we ultimately, because I had a golden retriever when I was 5. Kona, we named her after Conan the Barbarian. And And she was a beautiful, great dog. But no, I don't think we're going to do a golden retriever. I want a big dog, like a really big dog. But I love golden retrievers, really loyal and everything. And then my buddy, my best friend growing up in like elementary school and middle school had a golden retriever as well, Casey. So we had Kona and Casey. This is in Tampa. You just need a 5.8 and you'll be much better. All right, we got to get back to Igor with the super chat. Let's take a look over. Tall Irish Husky going to Jackson Township, New Jersey. 5 meters in the air, 6.0. Not too bad. Where can we buy affordable LMR? USAcoax.com. Golden Doodle if you don't want shedding. I'm not a fan of the Golden Doodles, honestly. They're pretty, but it's just not my cup of tea. My cousin-in-law, who buys Bitcoin through me, has a golden doodle. Beautiful dog and really fun. Finn's great time. I've never seen a dog eat so many socks and survive, but it's great, great dog. He looks like they shaved him. Last time they brought him down for Christmas, they completely shaved him. We were like, what the hell are we looking at? All right, so we have to go back and find out Igor's. Please help. I'm frustrating on 6 dBi antenna. I'm getting nothing, no witnesses, just a few cents. I'm about 5 meters up, just ordered. All right, so yeah. So what you need to do, use the LMR 400 and go higher. So if you can get higher, then you'll be much better. So, and you're rocking so definitely get yourself a 25-foot LMR 400 cable. Go as high as you possibly can, and you're going to get better numbers because this area with that height is just not going to do you any favors. So definitely take that out. I've got a Tibetan Mastiff. They're an awesome breed. I was looking at Neapolitan Mastiffs, but Tibetan Mastiff. Let me take a look at that. I got to turn this off. Tibetan. Of course, Google's like, oh, I'm listening to you. So as soon as you type T, oh, that's a beautiful dog. That's a beautiful dog. Yeah, I love the Mastiffs that have like how they have the floppy lips and everything. I mean, if it was up to me, oh, that's a beautiful dog. Wow. And they're big too. Can you tell me perhaps I have so much witnesses, but the earnings are so down. Do you know why? Calm, blah, blah, blah. It's because you're witnessing people, but they're not witnessing you. And the money, $5 super chat from Terrell the Great. You are definitely great. At Sunny Shamrock Swift. Sorry for your loss. I gave this miner to family. Can you help me find out why they are not earning? Thanks. He's 9 months old and already over 100 pounds. Wow, that's a big boy. What's his name? Yep, Bernie's Mountain Dogs are also beautiful. We were looking at them. Well, looking at like pictures of them, like I would get all these big dogs. I mean, I need a dog that's like over 160 pounds. My Pyrenees Rocky, he was 180, like 182, and he would stand on his haunches and be as tall as me, and I'm 6 foot. And it was funny because like that was when I lived on the farm, and my parents made my the garage my bedroom, so I had a back door to the back so I can like sneak out and hang out and drink and smoke pot in the barn and stuff with my buddies at night and everything. And at night I would go out and the high school days, right? I would go out and I would, instead of like walking across the house to go take a whiz, I would just go out the backyard and take a whiz. What's going on, Ruben? And Rocky would run out and take a whiz with me as well, but he would finish faster, and then he'd run in and just like lay on my bed. And with this big 182-pound dog as tall as me, there's no sharing the bed. So it just got to a point where I was Rambo, that's a beautiful. Okay, cool. So we're on that Stallone thing. My best friend got his brother from the same litter. LOL. Yeah, and so then I would just lay on Rocky. I was like, screw it. This dog weighs as much as me. I'm just going to lay on him. All right, so what's our situation here? Your situation with everything is A, your transmit scale sucks. B, your hotspot is being rallied, so you need to get it off of rallied. C, if you only have a 2.30 meters up in the air, your reason why you're not getting witnessed, that you're not witnessing things. Sorry for your loss. I greatly appreciate your content. Are you still holding your meetups in Davenport? I'm in Orlando, Florida. I have not done another meetup since my 10,000 subscriber mark. I thought about maybe doing another one here in Davenport, but I decided that I'm going to push to 25K. Maybe we'll do an impromptu one here, that, like, for the holidays or something, like an ugly sweater nerdy dude meetup or something like that. But when we hit 25K, we're going to do a meetup in California, probably in the Anaheim area, so I can take my wife to Disneyland because she's going to have to go. But anyway, yeah, so Sunny Shamrock Swift, Terrell, you want to get it off a relayed, you want to get yourself as high as possible, and you want to get maybe a 5.6 or better. Like, I like the signal that's going to be refracted off the water line here so you can get more, but the issue with you being relayed, you're putting stuff out, so you're witnessing this stuff, but when they're sending you back the information and sending you back, you're not getting that. That's being cut off at the gate, so you're not getting stuff there. Oh, man, the Tibetan Mastiff is beautiful. That's a lot of hair, though. My wife probably won't go for it. I really like... this one's awesome. Let's pull up this picture real quick. That's awesome. That says Rambo right there. These are beautiful dogs. But you guys aren't here for the dogs. Let's close that down. All right. All right. I see a lot of others, but nobody sees my miner. That's the problem. The reason I got a Tibetan, besides that they look awesome, is that they live very long for large dog. 10 to 15 years is awesome for large dogs. Because we were like the Great Danes we're looking at were only like 8 to 6 years. And I mean, Copper only made it 8 years, which really sucks. I really want to buy one. Watching these kind of vids, I'm in Jacksonville and definitely think I could get some good rewards. Jacksonville has some touchy areas. So the areas that are saturated will be like the college town and UCF or UF and all that stuff. Hey, Zanza, howdy. Hey there, mister. But yeah, Jacksonville's got a pretty solid area, especially if you can get out and around it. So Jacksonville would be primo location for 10 meters in the air, 5.6 dBi antenna, LMR 400. How can I improve my earnings? Soaring Mahogany Kookaburra. They put up another miner, $7.99. These prices are crazy. The demand is crazy, man. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I'm just waiting for my mile site to come in. And I think there's another miner out there. Can we get 20 more likes? If you guys haven't hit that like button, hit that like button, please. Please, pretty please. And don't make fun of me for what I'm drinking now. Because that's what we're getting drunk on. I got to save the beer for the reviews. How can I look if something came back next to a witness? Mammoth Seafoam Dolphin. That's crazy. Thanks you. You're welcome. All right, so... Soaring Mahogany Kookaburra, past 30 days. You just started, so if you're 7-day spread, yeah, you just started, but 3 dBi, your 3 dBi is going to be okay to hit what's around you, which you're obviously doing, but if you want to beef it up, try a 5.6 to try to get to all this stuff around you. Otherwise, this little area is just not doing you any favors. Just not doing you any favors, man. I'm sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Mammoth Seafoam Dolphin. I want to look up Fat Dave. I was a Fat Dave once. I was a big Fat Dave. Going to Fort Myers. Going to Fort Myers. There we go. Oh, you're so close to that 10, man. You're so close. 8 meters, 8 dBi. That's a big, powerful antenna. You might be missing some stuff or might be getting some stuff invalid. Let's be honest. They could make $1,000 miner that they could build and ship in the U.S. People would buy. Yeah, I don't see why these miners wouldn't be, you know, they'd be super profitable. Even still at $1,000 is super profitable. Even the Planet Watches, man, like those are all just super profitable. Waiting for mile site, hopefully 2 months. Also bought a Lynx dot. Yeah, I'm excited for the mile site one. Taro the Great, thanks so much for the pointers. You're very welcome. Yours was an easy one. What's your thoughts on the M2 Pro miner for MXC? I don't like MXC that much because it's too much to get into, and I don't really think that coin and that project has a lot of return value like Helium does. Waiting for my 5G miner. That is something that I really wanted to get into. Sunny Plastic Tuna doing horrible after the network outage. 6 witnesses down to 0. Reset it. Delightful Teal Goose. So when you planning to come to LA area? How many subscribers are we at? We are at... $15,722. So when we get up to... What do we need? Let's do some stupid math. 25. So at another 9,278 subscribers, we'll come out to California. So tell all your friends. I'm getting way more distance now and like 15 new witnesses. Only been a week since I changed from 5.8. All right, so yeah, give yourself some more time. So your time frame looks pretty solid. So give yourself a little bit more time. Doing horrible after the network outage. Yeah, give yourself a reboot after the network outage. Maybe that might help. That's probably what I would suggest. Hey, can you check mine out? Someone just joined my Hex recently, and I was on the way to making 0.7 plus a day before those. Bald turquoise troll. Yeah, we'll take a look at your Hex. Because my Hex, I went down to 0.56, but now it jumped up to 0.71. Which Helium miner would you recommend? Honestly, which one do I think I should receive in the shortest time? Man, who goes in your head? Oh, $5 super chat. Miner Mike. Sorry to hear about copper. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What are your thoughts on genuine syrup cheetah? Antenna is in the attic, and my cable is LMR 400 and only is set. Oh, okay. So you have minimal. You have smaller amount of dB loss there, which is pretty solid. So let's take a look. What kind of ceiling tile or ceiling shingles do you have? Let's have this jump over. I don't hate it. I think it just might be your area. You're getting what you need. I don't know why you're not sending beacons, though. But you're getting what you need for your area. So I don't hate it. What is your roof? Like, what is the material of the stuff on your roof? Let me make sure my Discord doesn't need me at the moment. Is it bat under 300 meters? Petit, can you explain why this miner got 5 HNT per day, even if it's relayed? Yeah, hacking. Exploits. Sorry for your loss, bro. Thank you very much. All right, cool. Not the stuff I need. Asphalt. So, yeah, you could have some signal refractions from the asphalt. Oop. Stellum plays heart. $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Send me your miner so I can look yours up next. So the asphalt might be, but really it might just be the area you're in. So you have some, you're getting some good setup, but like this dude right here probably has a crappy setup and you're not seeing him. And so it's only so much you can do. You could try an 8.0 if you wanted to. You're halfway there. Transmit scale, whatever. But I don't know, man. I think you got a good setup. You got the LMR 400 cable. You could try the 8.0 and try to get out a little bit farther. Your height's perfect. Maybe the asphalt is pretty bad. Because, yeah, mine's like the little asphalt, like, tarry shingles as well, and everything gets pushed out pretty well. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Let me make sure Stella didn't post something that I missed, because I want to make sure I see that one real quick. No? All right, well, I got to keep an eye on Stella May Plays. That way we can get... Sorry for loss. I've lost my share of best friends. Where was it? Also, any advice for the hex north of this, getting links dot in Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico, I know, is a little... I think we talked to someone a few streams ago that's pretty much taken out the whole area. Let's take a look. As soon as it loads. Puerto Rico. Fat Dave, LMI. I looked at the spoofers. They're getting 0.003 a day now. Very low rewards. Good LMAO. So, yeah, it looks like they're starting to catch them, which is great. Sorry about my English. I'm from Germany. Not a problem. All right, so you're going to be in the hex above it. Man, you're just in a bad area. You're not going to get much here, unfortunately. I just set up my... All right, so this is our super chat. I just set up my first of 2 mint miners a couple of days ago. Yesterday, upgraded 8 dBi antenna with LMR 400 cable. I got you. Please, any advice? I am docile pineapple cow. Low rewards right now. Oh, thank you very much, Hess. Thank you for the donation towards donating for your loss for copper. Thank you very much. So I'm going to definitely get a beer on you and definitely a beer on Tim T or Tom T. Sorry, I had a phone call. Super flat, Florida area, 5.8 recommended for red albatross. All right, so if you are docile pineapple cow, low rewards, right? 8 DBO. If you set it up yesterday, you got to make sure you restart it. Update your information. So right now it's just telling me that you have a 1.2 dBi with 0 meters in the air. So you make sure you update that information as well. So that way all of that will get pushed through with POVC 11. But let me make sure I reread your comment. I just set up one of 2 miners a couple days ago. Yesterday upgraded to 8 D. Please, any advice? I am docile but low rewards right now. Yeah, give your miner a nice unplug it and plug it back in. And then, Brian Callahan, yesterday we said goodbye to copper. He passed away after a long day. So long story short, he started having breathing issues in the beginning of November. We thought it was bronchitis, brought him to the vet. Didn't think it was congested heart failure, but over the weekend he got really, really bad. So we went to a pet ER yesterday. We spent about from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the parking lot in the car because you have to do curbside while they took him in. They said he was very feisty, very spirited. They couldn't really do a lot of exams on him without giving him a mild sedative. So they gave him a mild sedative, did an x-ray and an EKG and a couple of things on him, and really couldn't tell like 100% what was wrong. They said he wasn't in congested heart failure, but he needed to, I need token to pay for antenna upgrade. You're fine with what you have. You're fine. It's 55 cents to do that. So after he said, copper had a condition that was only seen in cats. He's never seen it in dogs before. He has a normal sized heart, but he has a larger heart muscle that's pumping really powerful, but the volume of blood that's getting pumped through his body wasn't really enough, and it was and his blood was thicker, and so a lot of fluids were building up in his lungs, and that's why he was having like the bronchitis, cough, and all that stuff like that. So he didn't really want to give him a diuretic, or he didn't want to give him anything to like, or any more fluids, because the fluids might have filled up the lungs. If you gave him a diuretic or a blood dilation, it might have thinned out the blood, and he might have gotten any more. So we were going to be taking him to see a cardiologist today. So the vet last night said after he comes out of sedation, he was perfectly fine. He was on oxygen. He was ready to go home. And they gave him a mild sedative to pull the IVs out because he doesn't like strangers. He only liked his family. And so they brought him out. I held him for a few minutes. He was kind of like looking around. He was high because he looked like when we got his balls chopped off. And then 10 minutes after we left the ER, he was sitting in my wife's lap. He was half on my wife's lap, half on me. So I had my hand on his butt. And we were driving home. And 10 minutes after we left the ER, he passed away. So he died in my truck. And we were like 3 minutes from another Eat Pet ER on the way home, and I plowed in there as fast as I could, maybe hopefully that we can get him like, CPR, but he was pretty much gone for about 8 minutes before they finally were able to come out and grab him from me. So we said goodbye. So that's what happened. So this is a tribute to Copper. So cheers to Copper. Shut up, Copper. And so we're probably going to put a limit on the t-shirts here soon. All right, we got to get back to the super chats. Roman Pernita Garza just upgraded, installed Scruffy Pear Toad. Wi-Fi connection, 25-foot LMR. How do you think I'll do compared to 5? I think you're going to do much better than the one out the window. Because if you're on the window, you're going to be hurting your signal. The window will refract your signal back. Unfortunately, I don't think I do have I do not have a discount code for Rack Wireless. Yeah, so I think this will do better than the one that's in the window, especially if you're in this area. You're not going to get anything with your window unit. So you'll get more with like a 9-8 dBi up in the air that high. Original Canvas Buffalo, trying to hit Atlanta more, thinking about 5.8 or an 8.0 in the attic because I'm unable to place on roof. Got Bobcat a week ago. Glad Bobcats are still getting out there, so that's awesome news. That is awesome news on the Bobcats. For the best, do you have discount? All right, so let's look at this. Hello, my Minted has been syncing for 7 days. It is working fine prior to Helium update. Reboot it. All right. So what are we rocking here? Trying to hit Atlanta, thinking about... Yeah, so if you want to hit Atlanta... sorry, mate, you think I should move it outside? Right now it's in the attic. I'm going to copy and paste you as we... Brian Callahan, thank you very much for the $5 super chat, buddy. I'm going to look at this one, then look at yours. Yeah, if you want to hit Atlanta, you'll probably be able to... I'm trying to see what else you can possibly hit. Thanks, brother. My 5.8 was doing well. Hoping you might be okay with a 5.8 in this area. So I would give the 5.8 a try. And then pretty much if you're not seeing the numbers you exactly want with a 5.8, as high as you possibly can for original Canvas Buffalo. If you're not seeing that, then probably switch to an 8.0. You know what? Just go with the 8.0. Get the 8.0 as high as you can. You'll be able to get all this stuff. Yeah, get the 8.0 as high as you possibly can, as level as possible. Fast Hazelnut Chipmunk. Let's take a look. 2 more likes, guys. And if we get 2 more likes, we're going to have 100 likes for the video in total. And I'm going to wrap it up here in a few minutes. Do you take DBI deductions for cable when updating? Yeah, that one's really easy. If you go on to USA Coax. Oh, $10 super chat. Thank you very much, Gus C. I'm just going to do this one real quick. This is an easy one. If you go to usacoax.com, go all the way down here to the calculator, and you can look at your signal loss. Thank you, Stella. Hazelnut, so sorry, man. You think I should move it outside? Right now it's in the attic. Yeah, with how less you have around you, see if you can move it outside. It's flat, so outside would be good, but I think with your signal and with it being flat, give outside a whirl, definitely. Definitely, especially if you're out by the ocean. Yeah, try it outside, Brian. Definitely try it outside. Delightful Teal Goose. Let's take a gander. Our pit plays with our neighbors. Borbell, large breed. Hey, is my friend Hotspot? How does he improve his earnings? This isn't. Have 2 miners setting up in same window. Don't do them in the windows, guys. My miner only makes 0.1 HNT per day. Sometimes my beacons only get 4 witnesses. What do I do? All right. So looking at yours, Gus C, with your transmit scale, so you've got a 9. You got to collect my thoughts. Oh, thank you, Chris, for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. So you've got your transmit. Everything is perfect except just your transmit scale. Because, here on the channel, we say that you want to be between 2.5 and 3.5 in a 7-day spread. Unfortunately, you're not in the last 7 days. Maybe maybe do a quick little reboot once on the Bobcat. Well, I wouldn't even touch it really. It seems like your rewards are starting to chug back up, especially after the update. So you would be on track to make more after the updates, but really it's just your transmit scale. Because otherwise, look at it this way. If you didn't have a transmit scale this bad, you would be making about 4 times more rewards, and you would be getting even more. So, all right. Thank you very much. Now we've got to jump into it stopped making money 24 hours ago. Any ideas? We're going to copy this one, and then we have Chris with the $10 super chat who said, I have a minted miner, and I just installed a 5.8 and want to keep the antenna inside. Oh, £1 super chat. Thank you, Sully. Antenna inside. Is this a good idea, and how long does a hotspot update take? So a hotspot update's pretty quick. It stopped making rewards about 4 hours ago. Sorry for your loss. Can't even check it. Hang on one second. Yeah, look at that. It just does tank right off, doesn't it? I heard some people are having issues with the rack. So when we started the stream, a lot of the conversation, wow, just flatlined. It looks like you have the curse of the Bobcat at the moment. You can try a reboot, unplug it, let it rest for 10 seconds, and then plug it back in. Because I know when we started the stream, thank you very much. We got 111 likes. When we started the stream, a lot of people were asking if there was any issues with rack, and it was very 50-50 on what we were seeing. But also the API database degraded. Last update 1 minute ago, so it looks like we might be having some issues with this. So yeah, it's your rack. I would give it a reboot and try to go from there. Definitely try to go from there. All right, now we're moving on to Chris, who gave us the $10 super chat. He says, I have a minted miner and I just installed a 5.8 and wanted to keep the antenna inside. No data. There we go. I wanted to keep the antenna inside. Is this a good idea? And how long does the hotspot take to update? So once you update what antenna you're rocking, the hotspot will update within the next 2 hours. If you are rocking a 5.8 and you're 25 meters in the air, you want to make sure that you have the proper cable. So if you're only getting a 0.01, this all needs to be updated. So if you got the 5.8, update your rack, which also you might be suffering from the rack issues. And then you want to make sure you get that. If you bought a crappy antenna or cable on Amazon, it's not going to be any good. So you want to make sure that you have an LMR 400. Otherwise, you have a solid setup for a 5.8. I would give it a spin inside the attic. Give that a week. And if it's easy for you to switch between the attic and outside, try that out. All right, so let's rock that. And we are up to don't reboot it. We'll go offline for a full day. Yeah, I mean, if the racks are down right now, maybe, £5 super, or €5, or £5, whatever. All right, we got a next one. We got to do one more here. Hey, I love the channel. I don't get why my rewards dropped from 1.25 to barely half. Uneven something or other. Uneven coral, bear, 4 dBi, tuned McGill. Sorry for your loss. LMR 400 cable. And then we've got Kyle Pierre's next. I just received my miner. It's been syncing X 2 days. Could you please check it and also set up, please? Funny Grape Loris is the name. So yeah, so the syncing sucks. As flat and candid as possible, especially with how flibbity-flobbity the network has been. The syncing, you'll get yourself to like 99.1%, 99.91%, and then you'll just be stuck for 2 days. Unfortunately, if you are still syncing, you just have to let it sit. Is it worth upgrading my antenna if we can't update the info? You should be able to update the info. Who am I looking at here? Uneven. Oh, we're looking at Chris. Okay. Love this. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it looks like it had a weird bounce, but it looks like you're coming back. So you got a 4 dBi. You could try a 5.0 or a 5.8 and be good. Your height's good. If you want to get it back, maybe give it another couple days to see if it recovers back to what you've been used to. like the 1.5, but it looks like you've only really hit that like once, and everything else has been lower. So it kind of looks like we're stabling out. It might also be your transmit scale with people coming into the area, which is why your rewards are getting a little bit lower. So definitely that. Funny Grape Loris with our €5 foreign currency super chat. Don't spam, Mark. Just because you spam doesn't mean I'm going to look it up. Remember, super chats get to the front of the line, and I have super chats I have to catch up on. I truly feel your pain with copper. Give you my full condolences. Thank you very much, Rye-Bread. I appreciate it. Yeah, so unfortunately with the syncing, actually try fast sync. So what you can do, Kyle, is go into, pull up the IP address for the Bobcat miner, and you can just go to your router or your modem device and see what IP addresses are connected to it. Log into the diagnosis in the dashboard by pulling up a browser that's connected to the same network, type in the IP address, and then you can go to the option fast sync your password and username. The username is going to be Bobcat, and the password is going to be miner. And then you can do your fast sync from there, and that should help you. Used to hit a lot more often, but since November 5th, it's been down to, November was a pretty funky month for the Bobcats and for the miners and all that stuff. And I mean, the blockchain even went down for a couple of days there as well. I think I did like 2 videos in the course of that. What is the most witnesses seen a hotspot get? I had 221 last week on your live. Honestly, I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell you the highest amount of witnesses the highest that I've committed to memory. I've seen some high ones, like especially out in the California area. I've seen fast sync degrades memory. Yeah, but if it's fresh and out of the box, you could fast sync one time. Don't rely on it as a habit. And also, I mean, I know right now they said that putting a gig stick or anything in there isn't going to do anything great. But if it's the first time and it's still syncing, you can definitely throw a fast sync in there once. I'm in UK on my app. There's no option to update anything. Is it just me? LOL. Yeah, it should be up in the top right-hand corner. All right, what time is it? It's almost 3:30. All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. I'm probably, maybe, I don't know, depending on what my wife wants to do. Don't even get an option. Check out Harry Longshaft. Nice try. I live on the grid that is empty. I've ordered a Bobcat. I just want to know what DBI antenna I should get. But yeah, I might do some Call of Duty or Diablo streaming tonight if you guys want to follow on Twitch. It's Nerdy Dude Stuff 01. What is it? Twitch.tv/Nerdy Dude Stuff 01. Or Nerdy Dude Stuff 1. What is it? Yeah, it's Nerdy Dude Stuff 1. So just go give a follow there. Turn on notifications in case I pop on to play some video games. I don't know. I'm going to be hammered if I do. So just a little friendly word of advice there. Otherwise, I'm going to sit here for a few more minutes. Any last-minute super chats, of course, I will definitely look up your miner. So we'll just leave it open to the floor for a few minutes for super chat miner lookups only. If you have any questions, the Helium app is really, I mean, it's getting better. If you have any questions, I will definitely be answering your questions, but miner lookups are just going to be restricted to do it, bud. I'll be there if you do. Yeah, I probably will. Do some farming on Diablo, or in case my Call of Duty buddies are on. I'll drink with you. I appreciate it, Brian. Are you drinking at work? LOL. Nice one, Chief. And cheers to you guys. And again, thank you everyone for the condolences for Copper. I heard Battlefield 2042 is crap. I haven't been a huge Battlefield guy. I would have preferred them to do Battlefront 3. I'm a Call of Duty guy. New to the channel, but liking the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Wesley. I really appreciate it, man. And you have, like, beautiful dog. Thanks for showing me that breed. Beautiful dog. Can you review my miner? It's not working well. Please, tips. Odd purple hedgehog. I do these streams every Monday at 2 p.m., which is also why I wanted to make sure I did the stream today. Only when I work from home at night, LOL. I wanted to make sure I did this stream today just to keep on the routine and keep normal and keep, to my fans. API database degraded 7 minutes ago per Explorer. Yeah, I saw it. It gave me an error down here, which we stopped to read for a minute. Oop, £1 super chat. I will definitely look up whatever you send me here. No sugar. We'll call you Mountain Dew Zero. Look at all that. I'm only getting 38 witnesses, but I'm over like one a day. Can you look it up, please? Yeah, where's yours? Mountain Dew 0. Oh, up here. No, you just said may live, blah, 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 blah. Oh, on your grid. Mate, I live in, on that grid, it is. Can you tell me a miner that's near that area? I honestly don't know how to look up this way. If you can tell me a miner in that area, I can definitely look it up. Oh, wait, there we go. All right, cool. Can I do the what? Can you please blah, blah, review the miner? I'm only doing super chat miners right now. Like I'm wrapping up the stream, and I'm only doing super chat miner lookups right now as we pretty much give a closeout. Yeah. So your question was on the grid. I just want to know, you're probably going to want to try. You want to try a 5.8, 5.8 or an 8.0. Yep, I got it. 5.8 or an 8.0 is definitely what you want to try out here. This is a similar lookup as mine. So if we go back to mine, your area is very similar to mine, especially being on the outskirts of something. And I've got a 5.8. Do you know a place I could order the helium cable in Canada because USA Coax has a $60 flat shipping fee? I unfortunately do not, and I'm really sorry about that. See, so that's my area. Oh, $5 super chat. You're keeping me going, boys and girls. And theys and thems, and fees and foes, and foos and fas, and fupas. And if you're offended, shallow, no, not looking that up. All right, what are we looking at? Brandon Kelly. It's just your area, man. Ooh, that sucks. You're the best you can do. You can try to go higher and see if maybe you can get out to here, but really, this is your area. But making $136 living out in the middle of nowhere is not too bad. It's in the attic at the moment. I don't know if I plan to put it. I order my cables from Rockland. Oh, yeah, Rockland's a good one. What's going on, NW Modern? Gussie. I know what you're laughing at. Piranha. Hey, I found one near mine that was on Billboard. Looks like it will make $2K this month. Tall. There was one on a billboard? That's hilarious. Yeah, unfortunately, Brandon Kelly, your area is just, like, not populated enough. You're hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're hitting 6 out of 13, almost fit in, plus all these up here. Yeah, unfortunately, it's your area. You can try a little bit higher, but really, it's not going to do much for you. Okay, I'll try an 8.8 dBi then. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea. Thanks. Absolutely. You know, I might just stream for a few more minutes and beg for like $28 in super chats to break $200. That'd be the highest I've ever seen. Then it would be greedy. White pickle jellyfish. Okay. The name made me laugh. If you guys have a funny name too, I'll look it up. 34. I'm just waiting for the actual countdown to get close to an hour and a half. Because right now we're at an hour and 27 minutes. So we're going to wrap up in 3 minutes. We're going to look at white pickle jellyfish, though, just because the name made me laugh. This one's going to want a bigger... This one's going to want a bigger antenna. How about micro lavender newt? No, not as funny as wide pickle jellyfish, because that's like, I just imagine like a jellyfish in the ocean, like floating around like, hey, ladies. Actually, it'd be wide. Hey, ladies. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good area for 8.0 as well. 6.0 to 8.0. Use the link in the description. Make sure you have an LMR 400 cable. Only drink distilled water. That'd be funny if that was a minor name. I use distilled water for my cigar humidor. I also use distilled water for my daughter's humidifier when they need it. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Tony Amborski. Yeah, so that's my final answer on that one. And I think what I'm going to start doing, thank you, 8dBi is on the way. Beautiful. I think what I'm going to start doing as well is I don't want to sell my helium earnings, but I also want to start rebuilding a Bitcoin portfolio. What the hell? It's got like a porn text. Can you tell me how this one is making so much? What's up? Are you Abraham? It's Rosalie. We texted hot or not last time. I went to come see my sister, but we didn't meet for drinks. I'm back in the... Yeah, that's fake. Scam. Yeah, LMR 600s, especially if you're going the distance, are definitely worth it. Gorgeous blonde goldfish, you got me. Proud grape skunk. Nope, you got me with gorgeous blonde goldfish. So now we've got the wide wiener jellyfish and the gorgeous blonde goldfish. Bald hazel monkey. Also, it's been like 3 days now since I've been synced, but I already have over 0.5 HNT without even witnesses. But I think what I'm going to do is buy 0.5 HNT worth of Bitcoin a day over on crypto.com and just stake that like nonstop and do that every single day. Bobcat pigtail is broken. The antenna, da-da-da-da-da. All right, that's it. 45 seconds left. You made me laugh on this one. Still sinking, though. Can you check Micro Lavender Newt? See to give me some tips? Unfortunately, nope. I am wrapping up the stream now. I'm going to go have a cigar and a haha on the porn text. Yeah. Hot or not. Bitch, I've been married for 8 years. I haven't needed to worry about any of that shit. I sent a £5 super chat a while ago. Did you receive it? Kyle? I think I did, Kyle. What was yours? Oh, what we got here? Oh, we got $5. What antenna should I use to increase my witnesses? You got me. You got me with the last 15 seconds. Caulify. I think I did, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle, I did yours. I remember yours. Best way to get cash for HNT. Really, if you have the crypto.com app, that's a good one. $20 super chat from Gus C. Great joke, LO, delightful. Holy shit, man. You just put me over $200. We're at $200.38. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Great joke, LOL. Delightful goose again. The North people I'm witnessing that are green are making a killing in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, we'll take a look at that here in just a sec. I'm going to pull yours back up. Holy crap, buddy. I think that's one of the highest super chats I've ever gotten. The only other higher one was 50, and that was actually a request to do the Shut Up Copper shirts. So I took the 50 and I went and I designed the Shut Up Copper t-shirt. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. What antenna should I use to increase my witnesses? You need to use a 5 point. Wow, your area. You need to move. I wanted this to be the highest one. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I appreciate it, man. You definitely stole the show. You can try your 5.8 and get it out everywhere, but get yourself up 10. Actually, just leave your antenna. Get yourself up 10 meters. If you get up 10 meters, another 30 minutes. Yeah, please insert more super chat for more time. Yeah, you try your height. Your height might be able to get you at least to connecting to everyone here in London. But other than that, you're just not close enough to anyone. You could try higher DBIs, but I would just try getting up even higher to get that sphere out and around all of this stuff here. So try the height. All right. And make sure if you do the height, probably with the Bobcat and the 4.0, I'm assuming you're running the stock antenna. You're probably going to want to move the Bobcat and not the, unless you want to buy a 5.0 antenna in the link in the description and buy an LMR 400 cable. So that's something you might want to try. And then we're going back here. So what do we want to look at? Again, the North people I'm witnessing that are green are making a killing middle of nowhere. Oh, these people up here? Wow. Wow. Middle of nowhere. Let's take a look at this one. Whoa. Holy poop. He made 60 HNT in 30 days. And he's relayed? Oh, this is spoofed. So this means he's got those ports that are open that are falsely... This is a spoofer. Spoofer, no spoofing. Let's see what his account looks like. Holy butts. How many hotspots? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Yeah, this is a spoofer, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so let's go back to... What were we looking at? This one? I got to pull up yours. You ain't kidding about these people making a killing. These are I bet $1 that the guy in this area. So we're looking at massive cyan skunk. Wow. Oh yeah, these are all fishy as all hell. If I pull up another one and it's relayed. Fishy, 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 all with one transmit scale. Yeah, right? And look at that. He's got him over here. Oh yeah, these are all fishy. These are fishy as fuck. Input 1 HNT coin here for 30 minutes. Yeah. Please insert 1 HNT for 30 minutes. Actually, I think my address is in the description of the video. This is so fishy. I want to find someone with a low transmit scale. Let's see if I can find that, because I want to look at something. There we go. Here's some low transmit scales. This is what we want to look at. That's much better. That's more logistic. Damn, Gus, you got me. You got me going. I'm dry. My throat hurts. Haven't had a tear in like 6 minutes, though, so that's good. Thank you very much for that. Come on, load. Is your API down too? Is this guy a spoofer? Yeah, I think we're looking at some spoofers right now. Average transmit scale in this area, it's 0.39. This is so cool. Just started watching. Anyone care to super brief recap as to what's been discussed? Please, please, please. Super brief recap. My dog passed away yesterday. I had a beer, and I've been looking up people's antennas and their setups, and people super chat when I start falling behind so I can look theirs up first. And that's what I do on my streams. I made a few jokes. There was one about a wide pickle jellyfish and a golden blonde bimbo goldfish. And I think I pissed off cancel culture. I can't even load it. But yeah, the average transmit scale in this area is 0.39. So why are you telling me that these dingleberries up here are at 1.0s with that average area being 0.39? Because they're spoofing. Wow. They are spoofing. Spooper, no spooping. Let's see. Where was that one with the 3? It's in the 3, right? So we've got 3. Okay, this is so stupid. You've got 3 in this hex, even though it says 2 right here. The dude's got a 1.0 transmit scale and 40 HNT in 30 days. That's insane. Let's see. If he's got something up stupid high, I guarantee it's not. And he's in mountain area. I have 2 more miners coming, but I'm looking to see where I can put them. Sorry for your loss. Thank you very, very, very much. Well, I'm glad his bottom line. He's only 1. So he's in, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah. So he's in a mountainous terrain with a 3 dBi antenna, 1 meter in the air, and he's getting everything on the other side of the mountains. This is all spoofed, man. This is insane. Sorry about the dog, F cancel culture, and thank you. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. Speaking of which, besides my beautiful Shut Up Copper t-shirt, we did design something with Let's Go Brandon Let's Go Brandon inspiration, the Let's Go Bitcoin t-shirt with red, white, and blue, because this Merca, doesn't that look good on everyone? And I did buy one of these as well, and they will be here in the next few days. So every shirt I design, I buy. So I'll start wearing them and showing them on my channel. When I do my California meetup event, we're going to bring a few. Links in the description if you guys want these fun t-shirts. So we lost my mother-in-law yesterday as well. Copper's in good company, RIP. Yeah, so maybe they got to heaven at the same time together. And I'm sorry for your loss and your partner or significant other. I'm assuming wife. I'm always going to assume wife whenever someone says that. The one time I didn't assume wife, it was when I hired one of my best friends as a co-manager. She's like, oh, man, I got married and I moved to Florida. And I was like, oh, what does your husband do? She goes, wife. I was like, oh, shit. So my condolences to you and your family as well. So other than that, guys, I am going to call it from here. I had a good time. Thank you very much for being here, listening to me talk. Thank you very much for the super chats. It was nice to have this distraction without Copper today. So I really, really do appreciate it. It's nice to be able to be okay and talk about it and share it with you guys. It's really hard waking up this morning and going to open the door to take Copper out, and he wasn't there to go for a walk. I swear I saw him in the side of my eye 3 times. Do a Michigan event and I'll be there. I mean, as soon as we hit 100,000, we're gonna go everywhere. We're going to go to every major city. We're going to do House of Blues tours and stuff. And then of course, I have 2 twin 2-year-olds. Do not drink distilled water. It robs your body of minerals. Also stomach ache like hell. No, I won't. And just with them walking around the house this morning, go, where'd Copper? Where's Copper? Copper, where are you? And they started yelling, Copper, where are you? My wife and I just broke down. And whenever we have company and people come to the door, we shut Copper in my office. So when DoorDash and deliveries come, we always open the office door and shut him in there. Or when we bring the girls home from my grandparent or their grandparents' house and from being babysat, we always put Copper in the office so we can sit with the door open and we'll sit with the front door open and I can bring the girls in. And when we close the front door, they both go to the door and open it and let Copper out. And he like pushes out past them. So it was really heartbreaking to watch them go to each one of the doors that were closed today and open the door and open my office, go, Copper, where are you? Copper, where are you? So that was fun. But anywho, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for being here again. Thanks for allowing me to chit chat and escape. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications. We do videos weekly, and we do a stream every Monday. Hopefully we can get some Twitch streaming going on and start promoting that again, and you guys can join and watch me play Call of Duty and Diablo and stuff like that. So otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, all that good stuff. I learned more in the last 10 minutes here than 12 months in a Helium Discord. Hey, that's what I'm here for. So we've got a great community, and we talk about everything. But join my Discord, and we'll see you guys later.